Hey, hope you're having a great week. This is just a midweek kind of update reminder that BayRock News will be launching on Fridays. You can register at bayrocknews.com. We're going to start out talking about private equity investing, real estate investing, alternative investing. And so I'm going to be meeting with and interviewing Andrew Zimmerman. We call him Zim. And Andrew and his partner, Trevor Dallas, have launched Galvanized Holdings. I worked with Trevor in the past with clients and with my own investments. So I'm really excited about sharing their story. It's a very interesting story. So if you're interested in private equity investing, real estate investing, and especially if you're interested in knowing more about opportunity zone funds and how to invest in those, you're going to like what we have coming up. So don't forget, you can subscribe and you'll be reminded when we post our episodes on YouTube, Facebook, and on our website, on my website. Go to bayrocknews.com and you can sign up for notifications. So we'll be talking about Galvanized Holdings, and you don't want to miss it. So now I'm just going to share a little bit about my previous conversation today with Zim as we prepared for what looks like it's going to start out being 5 episodes, 5 segments talking about private equity, real estate investing, and specifically opportunity zone fund investing. So if that's something you're interested in, you don't want to miss these episodes. Now you're going to get to see me and Zim preparing to put those together. So hope you enjoy it. Did you hear that announcement?
I did.
Okay, public service announcement. You are now on notification that we're being recorded.
Okay.
So I want to just look at the recording when we finish this and see if, there might be some things I want to clean up or you want to clean up. I'll probably get a different set of lights, but
I was trying to see if my camera I normally use, so at times I will actually, in my prospecting, use a handy cam and actually send people personalized videos, just introducing myself. And
yeah, we can do that.
It's really up to you. I just had liked the features of the premium Vimeo due to the fact a lot of the messages I do are personal to one person.
Yeah,
And I'm not wanting those shared with everyone. I want it behind a private link, no ads confusing things.
What I decided to do after thinking about it over the weekend is I'm going to do a weekly news hour show for clients and prospective clients, kind of an exclusive, inside look in the world of investment management, financial planning, and private equity. But it'll be like the highlights from the week, which will include
I like the idea of the back and forth style series with you. I don't know, have you done enough of these to figure out what timing works best for people to actually watch? Is it 5 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? Is it 15 minutes?
That's a good question. Shorter is always better. Don't feel like you have to squeeze your message into a box. Just make your message clear and compelling and helpful. And when I say helpful, I'm thinking in terms of both investors who want to have good, clear, common sense, actionable ideas for investing in private equity and what to look for. Like I said before, for me, to be able to help people understand, here's some hidden costs you need to understand. You need to see what the risk is, both the opportunity and the risk. And those are the kind of things that make it easy for people to buy into it. And I'm not talking specifically about your fund, but your knowledge, your experience is what I think would be very valuable in helping educate investors about private equity, about real estate investing, about opportunity zones, and whatever it is that you have good insight on. That's what I want to hear.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's approach this in kind of a methodical fashion here then. So tell you what, since you are recording this, I can kind of give you a tour around my office. You think it would make sense for me to be positioned somewhere else in my office? So I actually just forwarded you over that email so you can actually see how I walk through items in it.
apologizing for the lack of brevity. That's good though. This will be a great, I'm buzzing through it. Oh, good. Yep. So this will be a great framework for telling that story. And this is where your expertise and your inside baseball kind of knowledge will be really helpful. And I think how I can help is I'll ask some questions that I think would be the kinds of questions you would hear from a prospective investor. And hopefully there'll be questions you would hear from a prospective advisor to an investor who's looking for opportunities, which is.
So we are using Instagram, we are using LinkedIn, we're using Facebook, and those are our three major kind of social media platforms. So we're trying to keep relevant articles, relevant updates pushed out on those, and then also putting a large focus on the content made available for investors to review from our website. Mayu is great for just helping to schedule time with either Trevor or she is our right-hand person.
Sweet.
She is so integral into what we're doing. So when Trevor really needs to put his eyes on something, she's not afraid to say, Trevor, sit your butt down until you get this done.
Yeah. So let's come up with these 5 topics and call it, and then we can get to work on crafting each of them. I think we start with why Galvanized, what it is and why it is.
Yeah, certainly. I think that's a great place to start.
Understanding real estate investments from a private equity alternative investment perspective for the accredited investor.
Accredited investor. That's going to be your $1.5 million net worth individual who can either qualify from total assets, excluding the value of their primary residence, or it's going to be individuals with substantial incomes, $200,000 for an individual, $300,000 net income as a household for the last 2 years and anticipated to continue for the foreseeable future. Qualified client is going to be a hybrid standard that is only limited in its availability. So you have to jump through some regulatory hoops to get that one. Qualified client is going to be only an asset-based test, and that is $2.5 million liquid net worth, excluding primary residence, net worth, excluding primary residence. And then there's the qualified purchaser standard. Qualified purchaser is going to be a $5 million of investable assets, excluding primary residence.
So that was me and Zim preparing for what we're going to do on BayRock News. I hope you'll join us every Friday. Don't forget, subscribe at BayRockNews.com. We also have a YouTube channel, a Facebook page, and you'll be able to get notifications there as well if you prefer that. But please sign up at BayRockNews.com to receive updates and reminders and notifications when we post a new episode. Thanks and have a great week.